a 16-year-old girl, Monica Carrasco, who lived in Balmorhea, Texas, to Catherine and Ramon Carrasco. Monica is a devout Christian, and regularly attended church activities, from the young age. In middle school, she dubbed by her classmates, "Happy Happy," as she had a big smile on her face, and made people happy, and cheerful. Her loved ones described her as a kind-hearted, compassionate child, and loved to do volunteer work. She played basketball, and the saxophone, painted, and baked homemade bread. With a passion for animals, so she desired to be a veterinarian. All she wanted to change her career path, was that her decision, to pursue admission to Harvard, for a law degree, or perhaps even a job at NASA. Everything got worse, as Monica's father, who was already sick with bone cancer, passed away from a heart attack, which gave her grief over the death of his father. She was rapidly losing 50 pounds, and fell into a depressive state, over the next 3 years. After that, her mother, Catherine, had been hospitalized, for the loss of her husband. Along with the worst occurred, time after time. She reportedly struggled with anorexia, hypoglycemia, and depression, and had to be treated with medication for depression for a short time. While Monica received treatment for depression and anorexia, but she was really frustrated with her mother for hospitalizing her. As a result, when she left hospital, she resolutely moved in with her aunt and uncle, Velma, in Bala Baeza, after an argument with her mother. Prior to her disappearance, her family members tried to help her illness. Monica's mother, Kathy, took her to her first appointment, to see her psychiatrist, and said that Monica wanted to let her go in solo, for privacy. It wasn't until the second appointment, that because Monica's mother had to work, she asked her sister-in-law, and husband went with Monica to Odessa, for medical appointments. On a White Autumn night, October 1st, 2003, everybody had gone to bed, apart from the twins, and Monica, that they stayed up late to play video games together. About 11 o'clock. After that, they went to Monica's bedroom, to check on her at 1:30 a.m., and found her asleep in her bed. The next morning, by 6 a.m., her aunt entered Monica's room to check on her, but the bed was empty, and Monica wasn't there. She initially thought that Monica was in the garden, where she preferred to sit and pray, or reflect on whatever. Hours later, she once realized that Monica went missing, and was accompanied by her Bible. Her mom, Kathy, called to check up on her daughter, and was told by her sister-in-law, Velma, that Monica was missing. She was last seen, wearing a beige, or white nightgown, with no shoes, or socks. And she never heard or seen again. The police conducted a thorough search of Monica's last known location, but no trace of her was found. Her room was undisturbed. Bizarrely, she left her shoes, socks, and other personal belongings behind. she went missing in the middle of the night, along with her Bible, which puzzles the authorities. It's worth mentioning that Monica's bedroom had a door leading to the outside, and the door was unlocked. They noticed that the terrain surrounding the home where she was last seen was rocky and filled with thorns and cacti, which would have been made it difficult and painful to traverse on bare feet. It's believed that she intended to leave of her own accord. There was no sign of foul play, struggle, and forced entry. But why she vanished without a trace, and raised more questions than answers, at the time of her disappearance. At first, Monica's mother thought that she loved to go for a jog in the morning. It's likely that someone had stalked her for a while, and made an attempt to kidnap her from her home in Balmorea, Texas. The initial search of a 16-year-old girl was launched, for days, including the Reeves County Sheriff's Office, Border Patrol, Balmorea Volunteer Fire Department, Texas Rangers, had arrived to assist in the search for Monica. They scoured the area by foot, horseback, four-wheeler, helicopter, and airplane, covering a 10-mile radius around Lake Balmorea. And investigators brought in cadaver dogs as well, but no trace of the missing girl was found. Her family wants answers, but the family says they don't know where she is. In these cases, investigators started to have their eyes on Monica's aunt and uncle, who have allegedly been involved in the mysterious disappearance of Monica. They both was questioned by police, and took polygraph tests. Only her uncle failed his test, although this doesn't signify he had any involvement, as polygraph tests are usually inconclusive and inadmissible in court. In May 2003, 3 months before she went missing, Monica was harassed by a school bus driver, but she has never reported the incident to the police. After the incident, she appears to be badly affected, that she never wanted to get on the bus again in her life. The bus driver was investigated, but cleared, and ruled out as a suspect, due to the lack of evidence. Leading up to Monica's disappearance, there's evidence to support the theory that due to her symptom of depression, for which led her to wander off somewhere, to end her own life. Although this theory has not been confirmed, it was a part of the cause of her disappearance. Despite an exhaustive search, with the help of various state and national agencies, investigators came up with nothing. Sadly, the case went cold. It wasn't until 2015 that police reopened the case. But one question remained: no one else knows exactly where Monica was. The circumstances behind her bizarre disappearance are unknown to this day, so is any information or clue of where she might have gone.